1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. First run now for Kyren Williams. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Fair catch. Signaled for and
so now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 5 at the Bears' 48-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 51-yard attempt.
And he hits the up-run, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It's a gain of
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On play action, here's Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
It's a gain of 2.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To throw, Williams. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
First and goal
looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. Down to the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams, 70 yards. And the Rams are once again back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Xavier Smith deep for L.A. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Now it's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
At their own 17-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
As Smith in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that will bring up third and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Stafford now to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Puka Nacua, 31 yards. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the gun, here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air, Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Bears 14.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
35-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Williams, a final shot before break. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the gun, here's Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw, Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
4 yards.
They gave him the option there on 3rd and short. Run or pass, you choose. And he decided to fling it out to the perimeter. And that was the right call as they pick up the first down.
To throw, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football, and the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 3rd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Dances by him. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack.
Well, fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Stafford now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that, they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
In motion goes the tight end. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Pass complete to Loveland. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 6.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A pass complete to Adunze. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This is 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Williams. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
It's now 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
A gain of 6
That's certainly
yards.
playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So a big one coming now for Kyren Santos. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Ooh, with a juke. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gain of 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's a jet sweep. This is Adams.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Puka Nacua,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing is Williams.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Looking to throw is Williams. To the sideline and incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Luther Burden. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to Williams to begin things. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. They find some open field here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The busy night continues for Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now the Bears down by 13, a little under 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Williams throwing to start the drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. Complete to Zacchaeus. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.